a little bit more velocity, but yeah, this gun is really good. This is literally the old ASVAL fire rate, and people were like, oh, that's balanced. People were mad when this got nerfed, and yeah, that's why the old ASVAL was so incredibly good. We're still going, by the way. Oh, that guy just spawned there. Oh my... No, you. So hello gamers and welcome back to another Phantom Forces video. A new update which has happened pretty recently always brings new guns that you need to pre-buy if you're going to be wanting to pre-buy a gun in this game. So today I'm going to be talking about the best gun to pre-buy in every category. Make sure to like and subscribe. Please subscribe in the next 5 seconds. Yeah, okay, whatever. Listen, please subscribe. It does help quite a bit. And I'm finally back to making daily Phantom Forces videos as well as other videos. So yeah, check out my channel if you have not. But for the assault rifle category, right now I'm going to have to give it to either the C7 or the AUG A3. The C7 did get a nerf this update, but I'm not gonna lie, it's still very good. But I think the star of the show, probably one of the new meta assault rifles, is a gun that's always been pretty good, but never amazing, and now it's like top tier. It's the AUG A3, because before, it was a 4 to a 5 shot, pretty fast rate of fire, very low recoil. It was really good, but now it's a 3 to a 5 shot instead of a 4 to a 5 shot, with really no downside at all. Basically an already really strong gun that could beam over range, but wasn't like amazing for close range, but still pretty good. Got a buff to be very good in close range as well. So high velocity, good rate of fire, very good damage, and extremely good recoil. This gun is just ridiculous. It is so incredibly strong right now, and probably will be for a while until they nerf it. So yeah, and it's also like medium rank. It's really not that bad. It's like rank 50. So if you're going for like an inexpensive kind of pre-buy that actually is amazing at the same time, this is what you want to go for. Like, it's not the most like amazing special gun in any means, but if you want a good gun, this is really up there, you know? A little bit generic, but it does everything so well that if you actually want to pre-buy a gun just to be good, this is going to be the one for you. It's amazing. Next up, we have battle rifle, and right now I think the G3 is really cool because not only is the default gun good, it did get a new conversion as well. And yeah, it's a really strong battle rifle right now. It's insane. It did get a bit of a nerf a while ago, but that was before the previous update, so it's been pretty good. I didn't really like it for a bit. Like, it is my highest kill gun, but after they nerfed it, lowered the fire rate, I didn't like it as much, but now I'm definitely getting more accustomed to it, and man, it is becoming great again. Like, it's been my high skill gun for like a year and a half. It's an amazing gun. I was always a huge fan of it even before the initial buff. That made it really good because actually it used to not be that good at all. In fact, a lot of people said it was the worst battle rifle. It probably was back then, but now it does so much more damage, and of course because of the Hera and the T-brake, it has some amazing recoil. The headshot damage on this gun is absolutely unrivaled, not even just with like battle rifles and stuff, except the Henry of course, but in general this is probably one of the highest headshot damage guns over range in the entire game. I'm talking higher than some DMRs. Like, this thing does 60 head all ranges, 2 shot to the head at any range. Really good. Next up we have carbine, and right now I kind of want to give it to the SR3M. The reason for that is the ASVAL is really cool, but the SR3M is kind of like the old ASVAL now with its integral suppressor, which has been around for a couple of updates now, but I don't think I really talked about it enough. I did talk about it in a couple of videos, but I feel like I could have like made a full video on this gun. Basically with integral suppressor you get lower velocity but integral suppression, so nobody can see you on the radar, and you also get better damage. You also still have 900 fire rate, so it's like a better CQC, higher rate of fire, faster reload time. ASVAL it does have a little bit more recoil to it, but like, I'm not gonna lie, it's worth it. And even if you don't like integral suppressor, you could of course use a compensator for better recoil and a little bit more velocity. But yeah, this gun is really good. This is literally the old ASVAL fire rate, and people were like, oh, that's balanced. People were mad when this got nerfed, and yeah, that's why the old ASVAL was so incredibly good. We're still going, by the way. Oh, that guy just spawned there. Oh my... No, they robbed me. They robbed me there. I was literally shooting him and he spawned in. Next up, we actually have the shotgun category, and I'm going to be giving this one to the DT11. You're probably like, well, the DT11 got like a nerf, right? Kind of, but kind of not actually. It's actually really good right now because they lowered the spread but reduced the damage, but increased the number of pellets to 12. With sawed-off barrel, this is not going to be quite as good. It's going to do way more damage than it did before, but have way worse spread when it comes to the sawed-off barrel. However, in general, this gun is really cool because low damage, but a ton of pellets, so you can actually kill with still half of the pellets, and you have a lot of extra pellets to play with, of course, because you got 12. It's pretty good. The DT11 is just, it's a great shotgun overall. Faster rate of fire than the good old Stevens DB, and a faster reload time, and it now has better spread. I think it did before, and the Stevens does have better damage, but a lot less pellets. So it's really what you want from your shotgun. Personally, I love the amount of pellets. It makes the hit markers on this gun super loud. It makes the gun feel great. I'm not gonna lie. Like, the gun just feels really... that was the wrong gun. I was like, this is going to be my Glock, right? It was the GIM one, which has a lot more recoil. With this gun, you're going to be able to kill from like some kind of ridiculous ranges in a single shot when you, of course, land like a lot of pellets. It does fall off kind of hard over range. It does do 7 damage over range, but it has a lot of pellets. I think 7 times 12, yeah, you're not going to be able to one-shot at like maximum range. A second shot will be able to deal that. And of course, a shotgun is not really built for like long range. I wouldn't really recommend any shotgun for long range, but the fact that this can actually hold up damage to like, you know, like 100 stud one tap is good. Using this in medium range is going to be good. I don't think you ever really could use it at like, you know, 200 studs away. And it's definitely more of the case now. But the thing is, the ranges are really good as well. So really fun shotgun. Really, I don't know, man. I really like the gun. Maybe I'm biased towards it because I have over 2,000 kills on it. My old highest kill shotgun was actually, why did they shut down PF? Okay, my old highest kill shotgun was the Stevens, and now it's the ET11, and the Stevens was my highest for like 4 years. I do not do warehouse well. Like sometimes I do. One time I got actually 92 kill game with this, and this guy. Interesting. But yeah, anyway, this is a great gun. You know, it's really good. You can't really say too much about it. It's a double barrel shotgun, so even though it's not going to be the best shotgun overall, of course, because I only got 2 bullets, Saiga 12, BBV, going to be better guns overall, but this is a very good gun and a very fun gun. Definitely worth a pre-buy. I'm actually going to have to give the next one to probably the Hammer. I feel like the LMGs right now are in a pretty good spot where like they're not really OP, and there's not like one that I would recommend pre-buying definitely, but I do feel like the Hammer is really fun right now. Not necessarily the best LMG in the game at the moment, but I like the ramp up, and I think it's really good. It does pretty good damage over longer ranges. Very great rate of fire once you start shooting, and hopefully they will be adding back 9mm conversion, which will make this a very good gun once again. And one of my favorite parts about it right now is the 30 round mag. You get a fast reload time, better handling, but actually still get that ramp up. So it's kind of like a Scar L with a high rate of fire over time. The ramp up is definitely one of the coolest features they've ever added to this game. I'm really glad that that actually got added. Even if the Hammer is now a kind of worse gun, it does go up 75 more RPM than it did before. And overall, it's probably a better gun over range, but some people aren't liking the change. I personally think it's very cool. For PDW right now, Risk Factor is pretty cool, but it is a bit worse this update. But a very good gun that's affordable and very fun is the MP510. The MP510 is basically responsible for getting me back into this game in like early to mid 2020. That guy's flying. What? Oh, okay. Anyway, I've been playing PF for a very long time, but my channel would not exist without this gun and the MP10, because I really started to get back into the game, and I started using this gun and the MP10 right before that, and they really made me like the game. I got like 1k kills on each of them and started to actually play this game again, and ended up making videos on the game because of that. So this gun is very near and dear to my heart. I think it's an amazing gun as well. And it's really great that people are starting to realize that it's essentially just a more recoil but way better MP5. You get the same fire rate, like same handling, same reload time as the MP5, just a little bit less velocity and a lot more damage, but a little bit more recoil. Honestly, like, can you really say the recoil is like high on this gun? I don't think you can say that. Like, I'm running an ARS suppressor and a stubby, and that's not really the best setup for recoil, and this gun still absolutely beams. It does really good damage. Just make sure to get a sight on it, because like iron sights are weird zoomed in, and I'm not really a big fan of those. And of course, for medium range, not as good, but it holds up damage so well that even though the recoil isn't great, the range and the min damage is insane. Even with ARS at 106 studs, you're still doing 24 damage. That's more than like pretty much any assault rifle at the moment. That's really good, especially for a PDW. Then we have sniper rifle, and I'm not gonna lie, for me right now, this is kind of controversial, but the K14 has been really fun. It sounds good, it fires really quickly, and if you can hit heads, it's great. It's kind of like a weird op if you kind of think about it, so maybe it's not the best for everyone. Maybe the op would be better, so the AWM with that conversion. I'm not gonna lie though, I'm a big fan of this. It falls off super hard over range unless you hit your headshots, but it can torso kill up close and headshot kill all ranges at a really good rate of fire, you know? I'd say pre-buying like the SVDS if you want a little bit more of a generic, well, maybe not generic, but just like more consistent sniping experience. That was a great shot, by the way. When it comes to DMRs, a lot of people are not really a big fan of them to begin with, but overall right now, I gotta give it to the VSS. I talked about this in the very like first day that this gun came out, at least the new 7.62 conversion on the gun. I recommended it. I said it was very good, and it's not really entered the meta entirely, but the really good players who understand the meta, they have been using this. Very high damage, great rate of fire, great velocity, 20 rounds but a fast reload time, and pretty decent recoil. The damage on this gun is ridiculous. It does 38 to 24 with a default headshot multi, but 2-shot headshot, 3-shot. That guy just didn't even die. Awesome. Listen, just use this gun. Don't take my word for it. Pre-buy the gun. I guess pre-buy the conversion as well. That guy just went through the floor. I'm so confused. My game generally doesn't have this many visual bugs and stuff, but today the game shut down and people were going under the floor. Recently, I think there was a problem with the Roblox, but like I didn't play on that day because I kind of didn't play Roblox at all for a while. You know, I was really just playing for like videos and only occasionally. In fact, I don't know how, but in the past month, I've only played like 2 hours of PF. But I'm hoping to get those numbers up when I actually play the game every single day, which I want to play the game and I want to record PF like pretty much every day. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I'm having motivation to play PF again, so we're going to actually do that. But I also want to make those other Roblox FPS videos because some of the people on my channel now, they actually want us to do those instead of PF videos. So I got to make a balance, you know? We're not even going to talk about my most popular video, which was not on PF. Now we're on to the pistol category. Right now, I gotta give it to my boy, the GIM1. I only got like 100 kills on this gun, but like I use it in the test plays all the time. If you want a good replacement for this, if you don't want to use it for the recoil, the Glock 50 is also a good option, but basically this is like a 2-shot, very fast fire rate, 1-shot headshot in close range pistol that's basically a revolver and a hand cannon and like a 1911 all in one. Very fun gun, and honestly, like it takes a little bit of getting used to, but if you can get your spray control down a lot, don't spam with this gun unless you're like 1 foot away. It is very good. 60 times 1.2 to the body, so like 70 to the body, as well as being able to 1-shot headshot and 3-shot all ranges. That's very good. The machine pistol category has kind of fallen off for me at the moment, but there's some really good options. I would not recommend pre-buying the PP2000, but it is very good. Probably the best one overall in my opinion, but it's rank 42. Don't pre-buy it. But for pre-buying, I would give it to possibly the best fast-firing regular old machine pistol, the MP1911, which actually was a pretty big fan of for a while because I know I guess, I don't know, I haven't really talked to him that much recently, but I do know the CEO of this gun who has like 30,000 kills on it, which is just absolutely crazy. But essentially, fast fire rate by default does a lot of damage, but with 9mm you get a larger magazine, more reserve ammo, lower recoil, and a lot more fire rate, but of course a lot less damage. But it's essentially like if you like the Tech 9 but you want, you know, a gun that does acceptable levels of damage, not 24 damage, it's very good. But it's not for everyone, I guess. But pre-buy the 9mm. 9mm is like the easy version. The default ammo is like the hard version, but like possibly the better version of it because it can 2-shot headshot and 3-shot to the body and 5-shot all ranges with 16 rounds and 1000 rate of fire. It's actually a really good gun. Not only that, it's not super high rank, only like rank 102 or something, so won't be the most expensive pre-buy on this list. I guess the most expensive that I actually recommended was the K14, so it's going to be one of the more expensive ones, but not the most expensive one in terms of pre-buying. But yeah, next up we have revolvers, and I think I might give it to the Judge. The Judge is really iffy for me. Like, I've had times when I've hated this gun and times when I've loved it, and I think now it's actually gotta be a pretty good gun because muzzle brake buff is going to be great on this because you're not going to have as much horizontal recoil as you can see, but you're going to have less vertical as well when you're using the muzzle brake. So yeah, muzzle brake makes this a lot more usable when it comes to like spamming. And before, like, if you can get the fire rate down on this gun, you will notice, like, it can have a lot of recoil. Now, it's not going to have as much, and it can kill with 2 out of 4 pellets. Not very far, though, but in close range, this is going to be a very effective one-shot, and it's also really fun and fires pretty quickly. For a shotgun secondary, this is definitely up there. The only one that's a little bit higher is the Saiga 12U. Other than that, for, like, default shotgun guns, this is the highest, which is really good. And as you can see, like, it does the damage, too. It pulls through in terms of damage. Last up, of course, we have the other category. Right now, I'd actually give it to the advanced coil gun because, sure, the E-gun might be better in some cases, but when it comes to actually like being a useful gun, the E-gun is really not up there because the advanced coil gun is the E-gun, but it's a secondary. So you can run a regular gun and an E-gun, and of course they buffed this gun super hard and it does a lot of damage now. By default, it's doing over double the damage it used to do, and you can get it up to like, you know, 4 times as much damage and give it a 3-shot kill in close range, which is insane. And also by default now, it can actually kill with 1 burst to the body. You used to be able to get an advanced coil gun setup. I gave it a 1 burst to the head, and that was the best you could get. It was 5 shots to the head. Now it's 5 shots to the body, down to a 3-shot to the body. So yeah, overall, really good. They kind of changed how the multipliers on it works, which is kind of annoying. Like, it doesn't have crazy multis, and I wish it had something for crazy multis, but as you can see, it does actually work in close range really well. A lot of fall off, a lot of bad velocity to it, and I'm not gonna lie, it's very good. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe if you're new, but I will see you guys, wow, in the next one. Peace. Have a nice day. Okay.